All right, this video is for Lambert Drive Studios on YouTube. I made a comment on a short of his where he was playing When I Come Around. Promise you I wasn't being an asshole, but the way that When I Come Around is played, the studio version and the live version, it really contributes to how it sounds. If you just play this simple 4 power chords, it's going to sound really dry. I'm playing on my Les Paul 2016 Les Paul 60 reissue with P90s. And funnily enough, the video was about amp sims. I am using an amp sim for this because I live in a 2-bedroom apartment. But yeah, the way he was playing it was pretty dry. Give me a break. I was drinking a little bit last night, so I might have actually come off as quite a bit of a dick. But anyway, I'm playing an E standard. He was playing like this. Now that's close. That's very close to how When I Come Around sounds. However, Billie Joe Armstrong plays very heavy downstrokes and he leaves a lot of open chords, similar to how Kurt Cobain did a lot of these. Billie Joe Armstrong did a lot of those too. I'm just gonna go ahead and turn up my speakers here so you can hear better. I'm using Softube's JCM 800. I apologize for the hum. I'm sitting at a desk, and that's what P90 pickups do. Anyway, so there's 2 ways to play When I Come Around that are accurate to how they sound in the record and in the live recordings that Billie Joe does. I'll start with how it sounds in the record. So at the very beginning, you can actually tell he doesn't do a simple. He actually does kind of a little floppy, so it's 2 of those, and then a hammer-on for the first power chord. So, and he kind of lets the first note ring out a little bit. So it's, so just again, I'll play that and make my stuff sound a little better. So. So that's the first one. He does something similar for the second chord, but it's a little bit more direct, so it's less floppy than the first one. I know I'm using a lot of buzzwords here, but now this is where it really differs between the live version and the studio version. In the studio, he just he plays the second chord. He doesn't let any of these extra strings ring out, and then he slides to over here. A slide's important. You do have to let the slide ring out a little bit. So you can hear a little bit of this going on. So I'll play the studio version for you one more time. And then it goes right back to the open, so. All right, cool. So you got that down for the studio version. What makes the live version different? So I will go ahead and display that real quick. I'm just going to change my tone up a little bit to make it probably a little easier to sound over the phone here. Cool. All right, so the live version is different. To avoid copyright, I'm not going to put in any examples, but if you listen to the Bullet in a Bible, I'm not sure When I Come Around was in Bullet in a Bible. It was definitely awesome as fuck, and anytime you see Billie Joe play this song live, you'll hear this. He's been doing this since before the song was even released. He'll let extra strings ring out on the 3rd chord of the progression. So it sounds like this. You can do various ways. This is typically the way I do it, putting my finger right here. But you can just let it ring out normal. But you'll hear it in the live recordings, but this is how he does it live. I don't know why he does that live and he doesn't do it on the record. A good example of this, if you go to the BBC 1994 recording of When I Come Around, he does it very cleanly, and then he'll do that extra little bit there. So it sounds, it's clean, so it'll sound roughly like this. All right, that's it.